Hello, YouTube. If this is your first time watching, my name's Roger. I'm a plumber. I'm a firefighter. I'm a cop. I'm a dad. I'm a people. I'm all kinds of stuff. Mostly, I'm an idiot. So, you come here from Ricky Dye's channel thinking I went to prison. I didn't go to prison. Should have? Yeah, I should have. So now I just tell stories about plumbing and being a cop, being a firefighter, and being a people. Alright, so that's what I'm going to tell you today. We'll start off because it's from dumb stories. I did a dumb thing today, and I did it with the best. My heart was in the right place. I did it with the best of intentions. I really, really, really did. Had a customer she wanted me to redo her house when she first moved in. I said, okay. Young, she's a kid. That's going to come into play in a minute. From Texas, doesn't know anybody. Just a kid. 23, 24 at the time, 25. Anyway, she called me and sent me a picture. She said, hey, it was the tub drain had rusted out, the metal, and it was leaking. It was just causing gnats and all kinds of stuff. She said, can you change this without taking out the tub? And I looked out and said, man, I have to see. Well, man, to get there, you had to go through a little bitty hole, over a pipe, around the corner, squeeze through a little bitty 2x6, crawl through another hole of brick, make a left-hand turn to see the problem, come all the way back out, to get the parts, to go back in, to come back out to tell us a leak, to go back. It was a pain in the butt, that's what I'm telling you. Plumbing. And she said, if you can take care of it, and I said it'd be this much money, which it wasn't high, it wasn't low. It was a service call plus parts, and then a pain in the ass fee for, And so it's kind of hard to describe it. From the way I went in, let's say the problem is here, and I went in here and had to back around to it. Well, to walk in, you have to walk in the back door, go through the bedroom, and through another bedroom, through a little bit, and then you're there. So in the meantime, I'm looking on the inside, getting everything, and the way we have to walk through. And it takes you right through. I guess it's an art room. I really don't know what it was. And there's stuff on the floor, where she's been drawing and moving and working, and and she's been here about 2 years, and she's still moving in, still working on stuff. And I guess she does a lot of art, I'm assuming. Well, I looked over and I saw, like right in the walkway, like I had to step over it every time. Just a little piece of paper that had been torn, and it was on a really nice black, maybe a real stiff cardboard, heavy, and this torn paper was glued on it in the middle, but it definitely wasn't cut. It was definitely torn, and really, I don't know, weird artistic handwriting. It said, "I am so lonely." And once I realized what it said, I was looking at it upside down, and I kind of, man, it broke my heart. Big old softy, I know. And I met her when she first moved in. I haven't seen her, don't talk to her, we're not friends, nothing like that, just a customer. And it wasn't like I was rifling through her stuff. I had to step over it, and I told her, I said, hey, I said, whoa, before I say anything, I'm happily married, kids and grandkids. My wife should probably be home right now. Please don't take this for anything more than exactly how I mean it. I don't mean anything at all by it. But I noticed, as I was going back and forth there, I stepped over your artwork. She said, oh my God. And I was like, it was really good work. Like the wording is beautiful. Like the art, I could see the artistic, the design, I could see it. But the one thing that really got me was that where you had written and spent some time writing, I am so lonely. Not like I am. Like you meant every single word. I am so lonely. I was like, and that really got to me. I was like, and I hate that. Like, I was like, I'm a friendly guy. I'm a really friendly guy. Like, but yeah, not that it would ever become an issue. You have to understand I'm happily married. You know, my wife is at home. I enjoy going home and seeing her every day. My kids are your age. And I'll be honest with you. My kids hang out. They all got a job. They hang out and they smoke weed. They smoke marijuana because it's legal here. She said, count me in. And I said, what are you, early 20s, mid 20s? She said, I'm 25, about 26. I said, yeah, so, I mean, you've got my number. If you just, need a hey or a question or, like I can be like your contact to anything that you need in this town. I know a lot of people. You may not know them yet, but you're similar to this person or my daughter or, or my son or who knows, who shares what spirit. I don't know. But you trust me enough to let me in your house and you're not here. And I trust my kids enough to let them in my house and I'm not here. So maybe y'all might jail you at the same age. You all smoke weed. Even if you don't, be like, hey, I've never come back here again. And she just all like, man, I appreciate that. So I'm kind of having to tell myself there. Y'all know how dumb I felt talking to a kid about being lonely? I'm like, and anybody watching, 580-212-0948. If you're lonely, I don't give a shit where you're from. Hey, text me, call me. I can't come see you, but I mean, I can at least try to perk you up a little bit, tell you a story, tell you a joke, talk to you on the phone if I got, if I got a minute. We're like, hey, going through a bad time. Ricky Dye's going through a horrible time. I talk to him all the time. That's my brother. I didn't know Ricky Dye in real life until he started his channel, and now I consider him a close friend. Like in real life, we see each other in real life, whenever we want to. But yeah, you guys have the opportunity. You watch my video, and hell, you might be in England. I don't know. 580-212-0948. This one will ring. I promise you. I promise you it will. And that's all I meant by it. So that's the story of the customer. The fire nephew. Okay. My last video, I put up a picture of me at a fire at my brother's house. That in my understanding, I'm not telling on nobody. I'm not accusing or admitting or having him admit. I don't know. So let me preface, tomato. Let me preface this by saying, my nephew, 5 or 6 at the time. If you know my brother, so I had 2 brothers, little brothers, that lived together at the time. And then when my youngest brother would go to work, my middle brother would be there to watch his son, his nephew, whatever. Now then, if you're familiar with Idabel, you know where the old Piggly Wiggly Gemini parking lot. Before they moved to where they were at now, which is about 4 blocks east of the Gemini, straight shot. Go out of the house, boom, straight shot. You're going right to the Dollar General store in the parking lot I'm talking about. If you don't know, just imagine a big shopping center 4 blocks away is where they lived. But now before they moved, they lived 4 blocks west. Okay. Now this old dude's 5 years old, and he had friends when they lived over here to the west. Well, then they moved 8 blocks away. He doesn't have any friends. He's bored. He's bored. He does stuff. He gets in trouble. He gets grounded, whatever. I don't know how he put it together, but he's like, well, I know when I lived here, I can make it to this store, and now I live here, if I can make it to this store. He just got tired of being bored, so he just to the store, and then another 4 blocks. 5 years old. Snuck out. My younger brother was at work. My middle brother he may have went to the bathroom, I don't know. Man, they get the cops calling, everybody look for him. They finally get a description. And the police say, is this what he looks like? Yep. And he goes asking, what's your name? He tells him. He said, you live at so-and-so? He said, I live right here. You used to live right here, then you moved. He went back to the old house to hang out with friends. That's what got him in trouble. Okay, cool. 5 years old, whatever. So they bring him back to the house. Now he's in trouble. Can't go outside, grounded. Um, Tries to sneak outside, is my understanding. My middle brother was watching him. My younger brother, who's this kid's dad, is at work. So my middle brother says, "Hey, you're grounded. You can't go outside." This little dude gets mad at his uncle, and my brother has got a bunch of tools and stuff, going to work, whatever. This little dude gets mad. I guess he finds some lighter fluid. I don't know what he found out was flammable. Inside the house, inside the living room, dumps it on his tools, locks it up. I can't go outside. I'm gonna burn your tools. Burn the whole house down. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. I understand is what I'm saying. Burn the whole house down. And that picture was taken. Like, we knocked it down pretty quick. It was a good fire. What was on fire we got there, we put out. We didn't lose a room that wasn't already on fire. That's what I'm saying. The whole house didn't fall down. Anyway. We stopped it where we found it. It was one of the good ones. So that's the fire nephew. So that picture of me standing there, I'm literally inside the living room taking a picture of being goofy, because that's what I do. Y'all see my red hat in that picture? That's because I'm captain. I'm captain at the fire department. One of three captains. Speaking of fire department, the drunk. So, not this past shift, but the shift before. Would that make it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Saturday night, just a little after 7. I know it was a little after 7 because the police work 7 to 7. So 7 p.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 p.m. So they called a wreck. I was over talking to him this morning. I was talking to Blake Bell this morning, and we talked about it. He said, "Hey, man, man, I haven't done it. I'll do it tonight. So Blake Bell, if you're watching or listening, brother, this one's just for you. And then all the other guys like, what? And I'll get back to my story, but I asked the other guys, I said, "Hey, I'm not going to name any names. I don't say anything bad about Blake ever. I'll never say anything bad about Blake now. But the other guys are like, hey, if you guys want to, tell me a story or whatever." And a couple of them like, hell no, nope, no, whatever. Love them all to death. Got nothing bad to say about any of them. A couple of new ones I don't know yet. It'll come in time, brother. I promise you. Either we'll have a story to tell together, or hell, I'll have you right here beside me interviewing. Whatever. Blake Bell said, someday. I got you, brother. I got you. So anyway, that night, I don't think Blake was there that night. Blake was there that night. I think about 7:30. So the day shift had gone home, night shift there. We had a wreck. Boom. Don't even know how it happened. Don't know who was at fault. Got everybody out. No big deal. Nothing major. No fire. Took care of it. Yeah. PD was blocking everything off. Directing traffic. Having a good time. We love working wrecks when nobody's hurt, nobody's dead. A little bang up, but I'm scared. Cool. We're going to reassure you. We're going to take care of you. We love those kind of wrecks. Insurance company pays off, and you can walk and you can live. We love them. So that's what happened that night. On the same shift for a PD, obviously my same shift. They don't get off till 7. At 10 minutes till 7 the next day, another wreck, exact same spot, you guys. So less than 12 hours later, so we see the same cops. So this time, a vehicle, and I don't know who hit who or why, I couldn't tell you. A truck with 1, 2, 3, 4 people in it, and a great big. You guys seen electric trucks with a big boom on it? A truck that size, but now it's a tree trimming truck. So those two somehow or another made impact. I don't know who was at fault. That's not for me to say. Nothing like that. So maybe 5 people. Anyway, one dude spoke English pretty good. Mexican. and he was translating, and I didn't know that he spoke English or whatever. So he was giving an interview to the police. The medics had the lady in the driver's side back door treating her because she was pretty banged up, sore or whatever. Well, there was an old guy in the front passenger side that couldn't open his door. Like he was pinned, he was trapped. And so he's knocking on the window, and I'm like, you can't let the window down because it screwed up the battery when he hit. So you can't get out. So I said, he said something. I have no idea. So I went around and asked the guy in the back, I said, do you speak English? And he said, yeah. And I said, ask him, what can I do or where's he hurt at? And he said something, the guy said something back. And he said, I don't know what you said. I said, what? He said, I don't know. I said, golly. So I looked at the old guy over there, and I said, "Donde duele?" And boy, he just perked up. Apparently he got banged pretty hard. I don't know how he got hit, but he hit his cheek, his ear, and his elbow and his arm on this side. Boom. My God, he must have thought I was his best friend when I asked him in Spanish, where does it hurt? Where are you hurt? And he wanted to know if we could open the door. And I said, no, we can't. It doesn't work. And he kept pointing. And I don't speak no Spanish, so I don't. But I know that trabajo is work. I said, no trabajo. And then he said something, aquí. And I said, he wanted something, I don't know, he said here. I said, sure. Man, this dude went to kicking, he had his arm like he went kicking legs out, started scooting. He just wanted permission, can he come out here? I said, absolutely. I kicked this other seat back, kicked the steering wheel up. He just, like if his arm wasn't hurt, he would have hugged me. Like there was like no room at all. And he didn't even think about getting out. I kicked the seat back, kicked the steering wheel up. Hell, there's all kinds of room. I could have crawled in and got him. He got out, he was fine after that. And they just kept saying stuff to me. And I'm like, I don't know what you said. I know 2 words. Donde duele? Where are you hurt? Where does it hurt, I don't know. I just make shit up most of the time. Okay. So that was going on. And now we've got this electric truck, for lack of a better word, tree truck, that is just draining diesel. Like, they ruptured their tank. And, there's nobody trapped, there's nobody hurt. So now we got to kick into hazmat mode. So the street department brings a great big, thank you so much, street department. A huge shout out, take my hat off. Oh, ball. Take my hat off to the street department. Johnny on the spot made our day so much easier. Oh my God. Super thankful for you guys. So we brought the bucket, we're dumping sand. Now you got 4 firefighters because another truck showed up. And we're dumping sand, you got people, just and the wreck is like, here's the truck, here's the wreck scene. The truck is right here. Diesel everywhere. They're blocking off traffic over here. Tell me why a car pulled right up to us, like wasn't slowing down. And I'm like, what the? We got out of the way, like, what in the hell? And I'm just that guy. I'm like, I'm hollering, because you can't hear me. I'm like, what are you doing? What the? And the chick behind the wheel was like, and I'm like, if I could have smacked her car with a shovel, if I thought about it, when we got in trouble, I'd smacked her car with a shovel, made her stop. Be like, what the hell are you thinking driving through a wreck with people working in a hazmat? You just drove right through a hazmat scene and almost run over people. What the hell is your problem, So she made it through, and I'm all, there's another truck right behind her. And it's a truck, and I'm like, stop. This dude stops. PD runs up there, and oh my God, I'm not going to say who it was. Somebody tore into his ass like a bulldog tore into a biscuit. Are you stupid? And they use some colorful language. Do you not see what are you thinking? I'm sure they didn't cuss. I'm sure nothing like that ever happened. I didn't hear him cuss nobody. I didn't hear him disrespect nobody. But I sure laughed when they pulled this dude out, handcuffed his ass and took him to jail because he was drunk DUI. He was so drunk. It was a good idea to drive right through the middle of a damn scene and stop because firefighters ain't getting out of the road. Because we're trying to, maintain we're trying to maintain a clean zone, remove contamination. Like, holy Jesus, man. So that was the story of the drunk. That's the story of the customer. That's the story of the fire, of the customer, the fire, and my nephew, and the drunk. Video's 20-some minutes long. Woo! I got a new subscriber the other day, you guys. And I can't ever remember to write down my subscribers and tell them thank you. I don't know who's watching. I'm starting to get more and more views. I got like 7, 10, 12. Now I'm getting like 20s and 30s, which is stupid amazing. It just amazes me to no end. I love you guys to death for it. If you would like to sit down with me, or if you have any questions or comments or concerns, or you got my phone number, 580-212-0948. That phone will ring. My name is Raj Williams, ROJ.Williams, WILLIAMS, at Facebook, or John, JON, period, DOUGH, period, 56, at Facebook. Either one will get me. And then we can be friends, and then you can share my badness every day, and then you can watch me go to work and be dirty and do dirty shit. Do dirty stuff. Funny. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll upload this video. Woosah! Alright, love you guys to death. Bye.